Hello friends, welcome back. In this session, we will clearly understand what exactly is voltage regulation, why do we need it, how do we construct a simple and efficient voltage regulation circuit, how do we use the voltage divider network using resistors, how do we use LM785 voltage regulator. All these will be covered in this session. The session will not last longer more than 10 to 12 minutes and it will be a very interesting session. I hope you will definitely like it. Let's get into the content right away. Why do we need voltage regulation and how do we do it? Very simple. Firstly, the voltage regulation is required very simply because every circuit cannot work on all the voltage ranges. For example, the electronic boards like the microprocessor and the microcontroller can never handle the higher voltage ranges. So most of the microcontrollers and the microprocessors are restricted to operate on the voltage ranges between 3.3 volts to 5 volts. So we need to definitely regulate the voltage and feed it into the circuits, otherwise they will be damaged. Very simple. What are the most commonly followed voltage regulation methods? First one is the voltage divider network using resistors. Second one is with Zener diodes, and the third one is with LM7805, which is MOSFET based. These are all the methods that are used to regulate the voltages. I am going to handle two of them right now and I'll explain you clearly with a beautiful demo, and I am very sure you will like it. We are going to learn how exactly we can use resistors to regulate the voltage, and then we will take LM7805 and we will understand how do we regulate voltage with it. Let's first understand how do we go with the voltage divider network using resistors. Very simple, it is very easy approach but not an efficient approach. Why sir? I'll explain you that. The voltage divider network can be constructed with resistors by using resistors in series. You can see the picture here. R1 is in series with R2. That's all. V in is the input voltage and V out is the desired output voltage. This is it. We are done. We have got the resistors R1 and R2 available. The V in is the input voltage and V2 is the output voltage which is desired. Now to understand and to arrive at the values for R1 and R2, we need to do a little bit of math. We need to decide the value of R1 and substitute in the equation that I have given you here. V out is equal to V in star R2 by R1 plus R2. When you do that, you can arrive at the value. I am going to use a 9 volt battery. So the voltage input is going to be 9 volt for me and the requested output voltage is 5 volt. So I am taking all those into considerations here and I have derived at the values. Very simple. Now I am choosing R1 value as 1330 ohms and then the R2 value as 1662.5 ohm. So I can use the 1000 ohm and 330 ohms for R1 and 1000 plus 330 plus 330 ohms for R2. That's all. We have constructed a simple voltage divider network using resistor. Sir, how it will work, sir? Hold on for some time. I'll show you the demo and you will understand how exactly things work. But remember, this method is not at all preferred. Why? Very simple. Based on the load, you are having no load, there will be a different output. You are having load into the circuit, there will be a different output. So even though we get a 5 volt at the output voltage, I mean the V out when there is no load, but when you connect loads across it, when you connect load to it, the output voltage will vary. So the output voltage variation based on the load is not a good feature and definitely it is going to hurt us. So we are not supposed to prefer this method and we can go with LM7805, which is a dedicated voltage regulator, which is nothing but a MOSFET. It has got 3 terminals and they are nothing but the input, ground and output. You can see that here, input, ground and output. It can be easily connected and it can regulate the voltage with the use of couple of capacitors, which are 10 microfarad capacitors. That's all. It's very easy to use. I'm going to show you the demo for it also. This can regulate easily a 9 volt battery voltage to 5 volt DC voltage, and that can be utilized for ATtiny85 circuits. I'm going to use an ATtiny85 circuit and we can use this method. We have got LM7809, LM7812 and they can be used for 9 volt and 12 volt voltage regulation appropriately. That's all. The connections are very simple. It is better not to talk theory anymore and to go with the demo. I'm going to go with the demo right now and I'll explain you clearly how exactly to use all this. Let's understand how do we construct it. You can see that we have got the resistors connected appropriately and we have got R1 and R2. The R1 is all with the 1000 ohm and the 330 ohm and the R2 is all constructed with 1000, 330 and 330 ohms resistors as you can see, and I have got a multimeter available, a battery available, and we are going to use all of this to understand how exactly this circuit works. Now first, let's take a 9-volt battery and see if it is working fine. Yes, the 9-volt battery which I'm going to use is working fine, and I want to regulate this right now. Now what do? I'm going to check the potential difference across R2. I have connected the circuit very clearly, and I'm going to check the potential difference across R2. You can see that it's in the range of 5 volts. Now there is no load. We do not have any load, hence it is all proper. It appears to be proper. Now when we have load added to it, what will be the picture? That's what we are going to see right now. I'm going to take a 100 ohm resistor and I'm going to make it the load. I'm going to connect it and I'm going to add this as the load, and then we will check the potential difference across R2. Then what will happen? We will have to see that and we will measure the potential difference now. I am taking both the terminals and I am using my multimeter to measure the drop, the potential difference. You can see that it's 0.59 volts. When there is a load, there is variation. Now can we confirm it once again with another resistor which is of a higher value? I'm going to take a 10 kilo ohms resistor right now and I'm going to connect it as load, and we will see how exactly it works. I'm connecting it across as usual, and we will measure how exactly the voltage varies when the load, the resistor value is increased. I'm connecting it, and now let's measure the voltage across R2. Let's see how much does it come. You can see that it's again varying and it's up to 4.68 what we get. So based on the load, the value changes. It's not correct. It will damage your circuit. Let's take one more resistor which is of 100 kilo ohms range, and we will check how much exactly we get as the potential difference. Let me connect it as a load, and this is all simple exercises which you can test in your home or in the laboratory to understand every theoretical concept practically. All these are not theory, and I request you guys to try it out practically to see how things work. These are all theoretically taught at most of the places, and you can learn as practical following this approach. Let's measure the potential difference now. Now you can see that it's almost the same. The 9 volt is coming. So now the point is very simple. The regulation is based on the load. The regulation changes based on the load change, which is not a correct thing. So it has to be consistent. So more the load you get, the better impact on the voltage regulation done. So you should not prefer this method, as this could damage your circuits and this might not provide you the expected results. So the point is, the resistor based potential divider circuit for voltage regulation is not an appropriate method for somebody to proceed with. Sir, what is the next method? We will do it with LM7805, which is a very good approach. This is the smallest component that we are going to use, and you can see that it is a MOSFET which has got input, ground and output as the three terminals. The first one is input, the center one is ground, and the third one is output. You can see that there is a small circle there on the top of it also, and that is meant for heatsink connection. You can connect heatsink to it, and we are not going to do it anyways, but you should learn it. Now what are we going to do? We are going to use a capacitor of range 10 microfarad and 25 volt range, and we are going to use two of these, and the shorter legs are going to be connected to the middle pin, and the longer legs of both the capacitors are connected to the input and the output of the MOSFET appropriately. That's what we are going to do right now, and please understand there is a difference between the shorter leg and the longer leg. Make sure that the longer legs of both the capacitors are connected to the input and the output respectively, and we have shown the connection for your easier understanding right now. It's pretty easy, and I have used a 9 volt battery connector, and we are going to see how much the regulation is done with the circuit. We are going to measure the voltage right now, which is a regulated voltage, which should be all perfect. We'll see how exactly things work. I have used a 9 volt battery, as I told you. We are going to take our multimeter and we are going to do the task again. The MOSFET is going to play a vital role. We'll see how exactly things happen. I am using the multimeter again, and we'll have to measure it. 4.9897, it settles down at 4.97, and that's how we regulated the voltage. And this is the best approach, I would say, and I hope you understood how exactly things work. We have used a voltage, a resistor based potential divider circuit for voltage regulation. We have used LM7805, and LM7805 is the most preferred one, and I hope you understood the content. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. If you like the channel and the content, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.